What's going on? Scouts 311 back with Witcher 2, and we are in Eridan, and we gonna follow Scalen here and go to the War Council and get that part of this chapter taken care of. Go on, baby. Go on, bub. Here is where your notice board is for quests and stuff. We're not gonna mess with that right now, though. So here's the inn. He's taking you to your room first, if I remember correctly.
Look, another one. You let one human in and in no time you've got a swarm.
Ants there.
I heard human women need only sit astride a man's pants for their bellies to move.
Let's go, buddy. Jeez.
This shall be your chamber, Witcher. They say Selkirk of Geralt himself slept in this bed before battle. Didn't bring him any luck, but at least he was well rested before he died. Need anything else? Thanks, Skaden.
Alright, so now we need to attend to the War Council. And here's our storage. As you see, it's got everything from the first chapter in there. So we're good to go with that. Do we get any... Let's see if we have any actual crafting components I don't need on me. Never hurts to keep your inventory lower. $194, we still got a lot of stuff here. Greater critical effects mutagen is a nice one, actually. And we got a lot of this elven armor we're gonna end up selling, and the boots, the daggers will sell, and all this crap that I looted. See, this is what pretty much is making it a little heavy loaded, but that's okay because we're gonna get money for it. So of course you can go in all these rooms, take a look around if you want. There's obviously the fist fighters. We'll mess with them later.
Business or rest?
Rest. And maybe some trading.
Ah, welcome. How can I help you?
Okay, so you can access your storage from this guy too, so you don't have to run all the way upstairs, which is pretty nice. And we're gonna sell a lot of this crap off, which will give us some money and give us some definite weight help. Yeah, well, it makes us down 116. That's a big help. Okay, cool. So now we gotta head to the War Council. Like I said, this place is a little tricky, and I've only actually done this part of the game once, so I've done the first chapter a lot. I kind of knew what I was doing pretty good there, but from this point on, it's going to start to be a little more of me trying to find out where I'm going. Because I did Roach's part before, in chapter 2, and I've done this part a little, you know, but it's only done it once, so it's going to definitely get a little more. Here's our mysterious merchant for the episode. Now here's where you're going to start seeing some good loot here. Look at this damage, 29 to 33, and meteorite swords. And your meteorite swords are based on, like, the yellow meteorite sword gives you adrenaline, which is something that will end up getting as we level our guy up. The blue meteorite swords give sign bonus damage, and the red ones give, I can't remember what the red ones give, but they give good stuff. The armor's really nice. He's got runes that are expensive, and a whole bunch of stuff. We're gonna start working on that kind of stuff, but not for a little while. But he is here. He's a pretty good merchant to check out. So let's make our way to the main council chamber. Like I said, hopefully I'll remember how to get there, because this is a
Don't try anything.
kind of a rough place to remember where to go, to be honest with you. There's a good chance I'm going to get lost.
Don't try anything.
And I've already kind of gotten lost.
Hello, Witcher.
Yeah, it's been quite a while since I played this. Okay, so we're gonna work our way through this town together. Trying to remember if there's a definitive path. I think the up path, maybe. Oh man, I'm like, yeah. We need to go there. Kind of went the wrong way last time, so I think we're starting to head in the right direction a little bit here. Can't remember if it's up or down.
A witcher.
There goes the piece, eh?
Squirrels, witches, and
Greetings. Greetings, colleague. I'm Urso, rat catcher. Traps of all sorts, for mice and for trolls, and a special discount for witches.
What's he got? He's a trap guy. Talgar Winter is a good one that we haven't really used. I tend not to use traps very often. There's a harpy trap. We're gonna actually be fighting harpies in this chapter. There's a diagram for blue meteorite ore, which requires some expensive stuff. Start working our way into ores later.
Damnation.
What the hell? Amethyst dust, that's a good thing to get.
oh, how nice.
Oh my god, okay. Oh, let's check this out. I'm sure it's just a house. I think there's a path or something. God, it has been a long time since I've fucking done this. Well, this is actually one of the shortcuts. Oh, okay. Dwarven enhancement. You want that. Okay, yeah, there's, like I said, there's shortcuts going through this area. Big time. You can take different doors to get through different parts of town. That dwarven enhancement you definitely want. I think it's one of the ones that give you +2. leather. What's this one give you? 28 orange. That's good. There we go. There we go. So it is in there. Ugh.
You miss quite a scrap, gentlemen, and an opportunity to slay a monarch. The prince duelled Henselt. They fought as equals.
Impossible.
And yet it was so.
You've all seen the magical phenomenon covering the battlefield. For any who still have doubts, this is no mundane mist, nor a petty fairground illusion. Most likely, we're up against a blood curse, an old and powerful spell. We do not know who cast it or why. For now, I have one piece of good news and several pieces of bad news. The good news is that Henselt and his army have been halted for the time being.
And the bad news?
The mist will grow. It may even engulf Vergen. Furthermore, wraiths may emerge from it.
Can they be made penitent? With an axe to the head?
In theory, yes. But I would suggest putting your faith in a silver weapon. Furthermore, the ghosts will weaken as they move away from the mist.
Is there any way to drive it off? Exorcise it?
A question for myself and Geralt of Rivia.
The Kingslayer?
Contrary to what old women at the wells say, he did not, in fact, slay any kings.
Of course he didn't. Wouldn't hurt a fly, that one. Look at his eyes. You'll see he's the sensitive kind.
Whatever you may see in his eyes, few know more about lifting curses. Gentlemen, I do not require you to understand this phenomenon, but there are a few rules I insist you must follow.
Here we go.
No one is to approach the mist. It is mortally dangerous. In addition, we need to learn the story of the battle. For this, I especially count on the aid of Mr. Cecil Burden.
At your service, my lady.
Thank you. To lift the curse, we require some objects symbolic of the war. Ones belonging to those who perished here 3 years past.
Pfft. More scrap iron from that massacre lying about than lice in Cecil's beard. I thought curses were best handled with...
Please leave the thinking to me, Mr. Zigrin, and I'd gladly hear less from you from now on. The objects must be magically active and strictly linked to the ghosts of the fallen. That is all. Let me be clear. You're all to aid Philippa and the Witcher. What are you grumbling about now, Yarpen?
It's something in my gullet.
Take a swig of wine. Now, to worldly matters. How many are we?
Saskia, you know well...
How many?
We dwarves are near 200. But don't judge us by our number.
1,000 peasants will come. Though you'll get no precise count.
My lords?
53 knights and another 200 armed men. Not enough.
Henselt leads 5,000, 5 to 1 against us. What think you of that?
We are few, they are many. But we have our walls, low though they be. If we had archers, who knows?
Oh, for a regiment of heavy arbalists from Lyria.
We have something better. Yorvith's elves. Scoia'tael. Gentlemen, I give you Yorvith.
What do you seek here, murderer?
100 of the North's best archers await your orders, Dragon Slayer.
You wished for archers, here they are. I take no pleasure in fraternizing with elves. But even a shit-coated stick can be a weapon.
He burned down the villages of many in my horde.
The free peasantry is one thing, but a criminal with a price on his head in all the northern realms? This is too much.
Saskia, say the word and we'll depart.
Hear me out. Yorvith came to fight for me. I trust him, and I know that he'll stay the course. Just like each of you.
How could you know that? He's an elf. Treason runs in his veins.
He's been fighting humans for a century.
But for the first time in scores of years, his fight makes sense. The Scoia'tael know no peace. They've died for Nilfgaard, for the Valley of the Flowers, in vain. They've been betrayed and cheated. Now they have a new goal. The Pontar Valley could be the first state where no man would have to fear elven arrows when venturing beyond city walls. And elves and dwarves wouldn't live in ghettos or on reservations. First, however, we have a battle to win. You know who we're up against. It's a splendid army, brave and well led. They cannot be scared off or routed. They have to be killed. I want Yorvith to sit at the same table as we do. I want him to kill Cadweni for us. And I assure you that he'll do so with a smile, if only you let him.
If I'm to see a smile on that skinny face, I'm in. Yorvith stays.
Bloody hell. Father's turning in his grave, but a must's a must. I say aye.
Nay. You killed my men, Elf. Remember them?
If I hadn't killed them, they'd have killed me.
All right. For the sake of better times, and for Kedwen's doom, aye!
Down with the sons of bitches! Cheers!
Uh-oh.
Poison! She's dying. Take her somewhere safe and guard her with your lives. I'll gather what I need and join you soon.
I'll place my best warriors on watch.
Quickly, lads! A litter!
She ceased casting spells.
Saskia, is she alive?
In a manner of speaking. I've slowed her life functions as far as possible. Her condition is stable.
Do you know the poison?
Thaumadour, commonly known as mage pain. It has a terrible reputation.
An antidote must exist.
What can we do?
Treatment will require herbs, magic, and blood.
Not ordinary blood, I presume.
Correct. We require royal blood.
We could use Letho right now.
The nearest king is on the other side of the Mist of Wraiths.
You misunderstood me. It need not be the blood of a ruling monarch. It is the genotype contained in royal blood that is required. Kings issue from ancient dynasties. Over the ages, to survive, rulers needed exceptional resistance and strength. As royal dynasties rarely admit common blood, the strength of their genes remains great. I shall employ self-healing genetic therapy that will teach Saskia's body how to rid itself of the poison.
You'll have her drink human blood.
No, I shall inject it directly into her heart.
What kind of herbs are we talking about?
I'll need a subterranean variety of purple foxglove, known to the dwarves as the immortelle, and an elven rose of remembrance.
Triss had a rose of remembrance. She claimed the flowers are exceptional.
Long ago, the Enshe, who succeeded in cultivating the roses, enjoyed great respect.
Times have changed.
As have elves.
There are no elven gardens nearby. We must return to Flotsam.
Triss has a rose of remembrance from Flotsam. It's her we need to find. Where will we find immortelles?
They grow deep beneath the earth. which should not be a problem as Vergen lies on top of a mine.
How will they help Saskia?
Mage pain wreaks havoc in internal tissues. The Immortelle will help restore them.
What else do you need to heal Saskia?
Thaumadour is a self-perpetuating substance. Any incursion into a cluster of poisoned cells causes an immediate chain reaction. Each tainted cell that is removed is replaced by 10 new tainted cells. To interrupt this reaction, I'll need an ungodly amount of the power. A water or air genie, or one of the 20 legendary rings of power would be best.
One to bring them all and in the darkness bind them.
Right. And then I'll have to run barefooted to the top of a volcano.
All right, all right. Let's forget the rings. I need a vast quantity of the power, no matter the source. Find something.
An immortelle, a rose of remembrance, royal blood and magic sounds like a fairy tale.
A poor one at that. No prince's kiss to top things off.
I wish it were a fairy tale, especially a poor one, as a happy ending would then be inevitable. May I count on your help, Geralt?
You may. What about the Battle of Wraiths?
I must first see if the spells keeping Saskia alive are in order. Then we'll consider how best to send the spectres to their rest. Actually, you could tend to that yourself. Ask the locals about the battle, and maybe you'll learn something.
In that case, I shall search for the poisoner.
Only
Right.
Philippa Eilhart may enter.
The War Council completed. Find the Dunbanner Standard and the Vicar Sword and tell Philippa about the remaining artifacts. There's a whole bunch of quests we get here. Go to Stennis to get Royal Blood. Talk to Philippa about Triss. Find a Rose of Remembrance, the source of the power, immortality, and royal blood. Subterranean life. There's all these quests we just get piled on top of each other here. Hunted magic. Crazy. Alright. So we have 1,000,000 quests to do. And this chapter is officially started as you see all these quests. Now we've done all these. Don't feel like we did all those, but we did. I still don't know why these are... Sun Incense got crossed off because I know we finished that one, but whatever. It's kind of weird. Okay, so anyway, we have all these things to do. So, now you want to see this. Make sure you get the chest. This dew blade or whatever item is actually, if I remember right, it's actually pretty good. Whatever it is that it does. Let's take a look. We almost got another level. Yeah, it is a +1 armor. Damage on science +5. So if you're a mage, this is a really good armor enhancement. Really good. And we'll be... But we're not really being a mage, but it is good. So anyway, we're going to end here and continue on in the next one. We'll start doing some quests and looking around town. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one.